Dan is producing. He's getting to his bag. He's pulling out his notes. He knows where he wants to start. He knows what he feels passionate about, and we really care about his passion pause. So, Dan, where are we going?
Well, I mean, I guess
don't think about it. You know where you want to go.
Okay, well, we'll start with Canada.
Bro, really?
Okay, fine. We'll start with the Women's World Cup.
Really?
Where do you want to start? You want to start with Copa America?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
The big game.
The big game.
The big game.
All right.
The game we've been waiting for years.
Yeah.
Argentina, Brazil, the super powerhouses.
Well, sure. That's what people think they are.
Well, they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what? Last week we were killing the Copa America.
Yeah.
And I had to go back. And I don't think I've enjoyed a Copa America in years.
No.
Like, the knockout rounds always suck. They always go to penalties. And the teams that win are always the gritty, grindy teams that just pull it out. Chile over the past few years. Uruguay. You know, like,
yeah.
Like, come on.
We're back there. We're watching.
Yeah.
We're watching this one live.
Yeah, and when Peru beats Brazil on
Hey.
Sunday. When Peru beats Brazil on Sunday, I don't want to hear nothing.
No. But you know what?
Actually, no, Brazil smoked them earlier in the group, didn't they?
5-4-0.
Yeah, well, that's when they just shot themselves and then continued to shoot themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Onto that game. I thought you know what? I hate to say it, but I thought that was Argentina's best game of the tournament. And I told you this before. I thought that was a very, very, very poorly officiated match from start to finish. Both Brazil goals have fouls leading up to it. The second one more than the first one. I thought there's a foul on Aguero in the box. Otamendi gets run over in the 80th minute. There's no call. There's no review for VAR. There's no nothing. I know Messi had a couple words to say to the referees after that match.
I'll get to that in a second.
But with that being said, I thought Argentina probably did enough to at least get something out of that match. Brazil offered very little. They capitalized on their two chances. Kudos to them. Let's give them credit where credit is due. They did capitalize on their two chances. But if you're looking at that game as a whole, I truly thought that Argentina should have got a little bit more out of that than they did.
Do we gotta give them credit where credit is due?
No, I just kind of say it. But
okay, yeah, you speak too nice.
Yeah.
You want to get into what Messi said? Let's get to what little Leo said, because you know how it is. Social media killed him. Messi can't drag his team to the promised land. So,
by the way, the Messi Ballon d'Or is dead now, right?
Yeah,
because he didn't win Copa America.
Yeah. But I don't know who wins. Virgil?
Well, no, it's obviously Ronaldo because he won the Nations League.
Who? The tournament of all tournaments, adding number 2 to his trophy list. The preseason friendly tournament. Yeah. Yo, if he wins that, we're just gonna laugh throughout the entire podcast. Yeah, it's Ballon d'Or for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Messi was very upset, and he had a lot of things to say to the Ecuadorian referee, Roddy Zambrano. And this is where he went. Got into his little bag. They were not better than us. They found the net early, and the second goal came from a penalty they didn't award. The officiating was crazy. There were clear penalties on Nicolas Otamendi and Sergio Aguero. The referee, was on their side. Ooh. In every divided ball or dispute, he inclined the pitch their way. It's not an excuse, but the truth is that in this Copa, they kept on blowing for stupid things, for handballs, penalties, but today, they didn't even go to VAR when they were clear plays that should have been looked at.
Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
Yeah, I was just waiting for Casemiro to get a booking because he was taking everyone down. I was like, okay, I guess he gets a pass.
Yeah. Was he wrong?
No, the VAR thing was very strange.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was very strange. I was like, they look at VAR for the stupidest things.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
So to not go there, it's kind of like, okay. And he's right to a degree. I don't think he's right where he says, I don't know if he's right where he says they weren't better than us.
Okay.
But I do think it was fairly even.
Yeah.
I don't think Brazil were great.
No. They haven't been great for a while, by the way.
No. Well, okay.
Let's be fair.
Look. This is. I've said this earlier on this podcast. I've said that they are great with Neymar. Without him, they're
right.
And it's bad because on paper they have the best team at the tournament.
Yes.
and they should have won the World Cup, and they didn't. They failed.
Yes.
And here, if they are just getting by, penalty shootout, then this, the fortuitous goal, Dani Alves rolls back the clock, and then that little break, even the break, if you don't call it, like Gabriel Jesus gets a bit lucky with that first challenge. It's tough to really look at it because I can't kill Messi because although it wasn't a 10 out of 10 performance, which I don't really expect him to have when he's playing with those bums. And I'll say that time and time again, that they are bums. Your best defender cannot be Nico Otamendi, and your best midfielder cannot be Paredes or Acuna or DePaul.
Nope.
And he did what I asked him to do, which was he had to drop.
He dropped back.
Yeah, and
he listened to our podcast,
and he was being influential. And I really liked Lautaro.
Yeah,
and I really like the combination that Lautaro, Sergio, and Messi did have. They did show up. And they did have their chances.
And Kun hit the crossbar.
Yeah, the crossbar and the Messi post, they had their chances. And they had their chance against a team that was better than them. The defense is better. The goalkeeper is better. The midfield is better. And the only thing that you could say is comparable is the offense. Because you have Messi and you have Sergio Aguero.
Yes.
Right? So, on paper, Brazil should be handling this match much better than they were. And the States just scored. But yeah,
McKinney again.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's had a great tournament.
Yeah, but that's just kind of how I see it. And for him to be upset, I understand because this is possibly his last chance. Maybe next year he goes one more time because they're having a Copa America next year.
That was they are?
Yeah, they are.
Another Copa America next year.
Just like they did in 2015, and they had another one in 2016.
Why? What is special about this one?
I don't know.
At least that one was the Centenario.
I don't know. We just love Copa Americas.
Okay.
They provide the best that football has to offer.
So next year there's 2 tournaments as well.
I think so.
Well, the Euro is next year.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. What was that one? Like the 32 one?
I don't know, 89?
Oh, God.
They're just going to invite all of Europe.
Yeah, they might as well at this point. Anyone could win.
Forget about Euro.
Anyone could take the Euro. Like I said, after what I saw in 2016, man, I'm not excited for the Euro when they bring it back to 16 teams.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That made it.
Actually, just a sidebar. I know we didn't speak about it, but Spain under 21 beat Germany, and I watched a couple games there. That's actually a really great tournament to watch. If you want to watch some up and coming stars, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to that. Yeah, because that was a very, very good tournament.
Dan focusing on the youth.
Yeah,
so cute.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Brazil, Argentina.
But when I look at Argentina, I basically see it as this. Look, I can't wait for him to leave.
Leave what?
I can't wait for the Messi thing to whether he wins or not.
Yeah.
Because that's when they're really going to come down to earth.
Oh.
Because a lot of people kind of feel like, oh, man, well, they should be doing much better because Messi's there. Oh, you just wait till they don't make the World Cup.
Yep.
When he leaves.
Yeah.
Because there's no... You look at that squad and you tell me who's going to lead them to the promised land. Who's going to lead them to the World Cup?
Your favorite Argentinian?
Dybala.
Yep.
And I like Lautaro. And Lautaro.
Yep.
There's still no midfield. Still no defense.
Your boy Voigt is back there.
He didn't do too bad. And he gave Coutinho a little body shift.
He did.
Yeah, good for him.
By the way, go ahead.
Yeah. You know where I'm going with that.
I know.
Yeah. He stinks. He stinks.
He should have put that game away.
He stinks.
Yeah.
But I just want to let that know that he stinks. And the faster they get rid of him out of there, oh boy, the better.
Yep.
So he looks like a nice Manchester United signing or something like that.
He might be going back to Liverpool.
I don't know. Oh, no, I don't think they want him now. They're better than. They're bigger than that. They're European champions.
You're right.
Yeah, he's not worthy.
No,
he's peasant.
You're
he's
right.
a Brazilian peasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Arthur is Arthur. Like, they may win because they do have the better team and they should win, whether they face Chile or Peru, which is looking like it's going to be Peru. But I wouldn't be surprised if they lose.
To Peru? It's right now, what are we in the 60-some odd minute? It's Peru 2-0 as we speak. Like we said, this Brazilian team on paper, probably the best team in Copa America, but I don't know what you're going to get from that Brazil team one game to the next. So let's see what we get from them.
So we go back to Argentina, and it's, yeah, man. I don't know.
How many more years do you see Messi in that national team. Do you see them? He'll play the next Copa,
Yeah.
and
If he goes to the last World Cup, I think he would be at that point. Given what they have, unless someone really steps up, I just don't see how he doesn't play a big role. Right?
Peru should have made it 3.
I just don't see how he has a big role
So you don't see him playing when we host the World Cup.
in 2026.
Yeah.
No.
You don't see little Messi.
No.
Playing that holding midfield role.
No, he should play that in the next World Cup in Qatar, and that would probably be like his last one, or maybe it's like a number 10. You know, remember Forlan?
Yeah.
Like he could have that type of tournament.
Okay.
You know, but that's a wild dream. Like I said, they stink, and they have no direction, and they're not developing players. They're really not developing players because they're. It's not like they're picking players from Europe like most of the time. Like
No.
we're seeing a lot of unknown players, and they're going through a lot of them in these qualifiers and friendlies. So they don't really have players, and they don't really have coaches, and the coaches are pressured by the FA, and it's just.
So I heard, I read on Twitter that after Argentina went out, I heard a bunch of wild takes that there's only one coach that could save Argentina right now.
Okay, continue.
Diego.
Yeah.
Not the coke addict.
Oh, Simeone?
Yeah.
Well, I can understand. What
I heard
he would be the best coach they've had since Sabella.
Yeah, I've heard his name and I've heard Poch's name.
But none of them are gonna go.
No. No, I'm not who could save Argentina.
Yeah, well, I could see why they would say that. Like they've hired a bunch of bums or unknown gems that just maybe didn't pan out, but to me they're bums.
Yeah,
because they haven't been able to really get it working at all.
No,
Sabella was the best thing that ever happened.
Yeah,
and yeah, they just have a big problem, and it's much bigger than Messi. And when he retired the first time, I wish he just like actually stayed because like yeah, I get tired of playing with these bums too.
Yep.
And there's not much like I know a lot of people think that like there's much more that he could do, but like I don't know. Not really. Not really. When you concede the goals the way that they concede goals, it's like, yeah, it's a big problem. When your midfielders can't make forward passes and you gotta you gotta drop back to make those forward passes to get involved, and then get others involved and get them involved, there's a big problem. You know. So it's sad to see them go out. They still play the bronze medal game probably against Chile, which they'll probably lose as well. And then that's all she wrote. And Messi will now look forward to his time at Barcelona when apparently Griezmann and Neymar are going to be coming back. We'll get to that later. But anything else on Brazil that you want to say?
Not really. I'll comment on them this weekend when whoever they play in the finals. If they step up and win it, then I'll give them the credit where credit is due, and if they don't, I'll kill them, as we usually do.